Welcome to Wyndham Niagara Falls, Fallsview. Alright guys, so this is actually my first time staying here. If you've been following the channel for a while, you know I tend to stick to the Fallsview neighborhood, and this definitely falls into that category. We are really close to the casino. We are also really close to the OLG stage, which we will be checking out tonight to see my first actual concert there. I'm really excited for that. First of all, let's do a quick little room tour. Now we are in a one king with they said a city premium view or whatever. I don't think they really gave us that, but we do have one kind of cool feature. This hallway that we're in right now seems like really wasted space. That said, we are right next to the elevator, so I feel like we are kind of accommodating for that space. It's convenient to be close to the elevator, but that can sometimes involve a little bit of extra noise as well, so we will find out about that and I will report back later. But anyway, let's continue with the room tour. Right as we walk in, I'm really excited about this. We've got a microwave, we've got a coffee maker with coffee, we've got a mini fridge with a little bit of a freezer in there too, so I'm really happy that they included these amenities in here. This is super convenient. I mean, I don't love this style coffee maker, you know, with the... Anyway, we can deal with it. We'll probably end up getting coffee from somewhere else anyway. There actually is an IHOP in here as well, so worst case scenario, we can always get food from there. The bathroom area is a little bit different as well. You've got this little vanity area right here with your toiletries. Beekman is the name. I'm not sure. I don't really know that brand too well, but they're really generous with the toiletries. They have them all over here. They also have them right here with this pretty cool jacuzzi soaking tub. Now, I mean, it's got the jets in here and everything. If you know me, I'm not a huge fan of tubs in rooms because, you know, I don't know how well they clean them. I don't know who's been in there, etc. But honestly, we've had a really stressful time driving to the falls today, so I might actually give this tub a little bit of a sample later. We'll let you know though. The bathroom area is separate, which I do appreciate because that way if someone wants to get ready, brush their teeth or whatever, they can still do that with the sink on the other side here. But in here, we do have the, I guess, water closet with the shower. So very small, very small, but we've got the toilet here, some extra towels, etc. Shower, you know, I'm happy about the fact there's no shower curtain. We've got a nice glass door. Really happy with that. It's pretty clean in here too, I will say. I had a quick look around because sometimes you see the floor and there's hairs or things like that left. I haven't really seen anything like that. So, okay, yeah, Cody's pointed out that there is a long hair on the floor here. So there's one. That was probably from one of the cleaning staff, I'm guessing. But otherwise, it looks pretty good. Again, there's another bar of soap in there, so they were very generous with the toiletries. Really happy with that. So, closet-wise, again, decent amount of space in here if you want to throw, you know, you got a bunch of hangers, you got the ironing board, etc. So, decent amount of space in there if you want to throw your things in there to sort of keep them out of the way. King-size bed. I don't know what this bed is going to be like, so definitely stay tuned tomorrow and I will give you my feedback on that as well. But decent-sized bed. You have the two sort of areas here to store your stuff. The drawers are very small. You're not going to fit much in there at all, but they're there in case I guess you want to throw your phone in there or something like that. Even this here, this like little clock radio here, there's a couple USB ports as well if you want to plug your you know, things in to charge or what have you. But as you can see, yeah, you're not going to fit much in there. One thing I will say, the room is decently spacious. This little corner is kind of a bit of a wasted space, and this little guy right here is very noisy. It is a very noisy room. I've turned it off just for the sake of this video. That could be a problem later because it's summertime and it's pretty warm right now. So yeah, could be a problem. Little sitting area again, a bit of a wasted space. There is a stain on it, a couple stains maybe, but I mean, wear and tear, it's gonna happen. You know, a couple little marks on the wall, not the end of the world. View-wise, we were supposed to be getting this premium view. There's a parking lot, not so premium, but that's okay. We're not gonna be in the room that much. Desk area, you got your ice bucket, some extra cups as well if you wanna make some drinks in the room and things like that. So all in all, not too bad. Relatively small TV, but again, you're probably not watching too much TV when you're in the falls. You know, you're gonna wanna check out a show, check out something to do, check out the falls. I mean, you're in Niagara Falls, right? So, all right, guys, so that's pretty much gonna do it for the room tour. I mean, it's decent enough. I do like the fact that they've split the floor from like this sort of tile to carpet. I mean, I'm not a huge carpet fan in a hotel room, but I do like the fact that at least where the tub is and the bathroom is, it is tile if you're gonna make, you know, splashes or whatever. not the end of the world. That said, you know, we are only here for one night. I'm curious to sort of check this place out. The one reason I did choose to stay here is because I'm trying to get some Wyndham points. So that's that was the one reason why we chose to stay here. So working on those Wyndham points. That said, though, we are running pretty late. We're supposed to be at a concert in like an hour. We pretty much just got to the room. Traffic was atrocious. There was accidents pretty much everywhere. I'm really excited. We are going to be checking out Aqua. We're going to be living our 90s nostalgia night for Aqua, Prozac, Brand Van 3000. So I'm really, really excited about that. I need a couple drinks after that drive. Let's have some of those, and then I'll see you at OLG stage. Alright guys, we just finished up at the OLG stage, checked out Aqua, great show. We're going to have a quick bite at the deli in the casino, and then we're going to check back with you a little bit later. Alright guys, unfortunately we've gotten to the part of the night where my allergies have kicked in and I sound very sniffly, so I apologize for that. But all in all, sorry, Cody dropped something. All in all, I gotta say we really did enjoy the show at OLG stage. I'll get more into it later, but yeah, we're very impressed. Aqua was fantastic, Prozac. We missed a little bit of Brand Van 3000, but we still really, really enjoyed it. Again, I'll get more into it later. We're literally finished up in the casino. We had a quick bite at the deli in the casino. We're just heading back to, sorry, I'm so sniffy right now. Heading back to Wyndham Garden Inn right now. I don't know, I'm knackered. I'm so tired. So we'll see. Maybe we'll have a quick nap or go to bed, or I don't know. Anyway, touch base soon. Good morning, campers. I'm gonna do my best to kind of keep this short and sweet, but if you've been following my channel for a while now, you know how that usually goes. So as mentioned, we are at the Wyndham Garden Niagara Falls, Fallsview. This is my first time staying in this hotel. I usually do stay in this neighborhood though, so this is where I'm usually comfortable being. I've said to you guys before, maybe I'll try and do some Clifton Hill. That's another, you know, big neighborhood in Niagara Falls area. I will try and do a Clifton Hill video at some point. We are talking about it, but just have not got around to it because we do tend to stay in this area for the casino mainly. But I will say this location is actually quite good if you are visiting the OLG stage, which is, you know, pretty much across the street from the casino anyway. But you know, pretty close. We walked there in about 5 minutes, so pretty convenient overall. I will say location-wise, right off the bat, we were happy here. Now the room that we chose was called a Premium City View King non-smoking. I don't know what Premium City View they're talking about because all I'm seeing right now is like an abandoned building, a parking lot. I do feel like we probably were meant to be on the other side, but for some reason they put us on this side. I don't know. With this room though, we did get the jacuzzi tub. Now, you guys know I don't usually mess with the tubs or anything like that, but actually yesterday I was kind of thinking it'd be nice to have a nice little soak with the jacuzzi on before bed. That said, that tub took forever to fill. That I just gave up after a while. We just sort of thought, screw it, unplugged it, let it go because it was taking a long time and we just wanted to go to bed at that point. So yeah, bear that in mind if you are planning to use the tub. Maybe give it a bit of time for it to fill. Otherwise, I don't really have too many things negative or positive really to say about the room. It's just pretty standard. I mean, it's spacious enough. I do feel like the overarching theme of the room would be there's a bit of a wasted space, I would say, like in, you know, certain corners and certain areas where, you know, we've got this long hallway, but this really tiny bathroom, this, you know, random corner over there where there's just nothing, a lamp, but there's actually quite a bit of space there. So how you would use the space differently, I don't really know, to be honest with you. So, you know, I guess it works. I will say it's a noisy room though. The AC unit kept me up quite a few times. It just would wake me up as it would sort of go full blast. We are here in, well, the end of June, basically July. So, you know, summer in Niagara Falls, it gets pretty warm. So we had to have the AC unit. Even on right now, like I turned it off just so I could do this video, and I'm already like getting a little bit schwitz in a bit. So yeah, it's a very, very loud unit. That is probably one of my biggest issues with the room. And when we first got in the room, all the windows were open and the sun was shining right into the room too. So it was so hot in here that we had to have the thing on like full blast. It eventually did cool the room down after a while, but yeah, just the noise of it just kind of was a bit much. Another kind of like stupid, picky observation about the room, the switches are in the most random spot. Like I got up in the middle of the night to go to the washroom and I couldn't find the light switch anywhere, and it's just on like a random wall, like tucked over there. So when you're sort of fumbling in the middle of the night trying to figure out where to go, I don't know, I just didn't find it was in like the most obvious location of where it should have been. Yeah, I don't know, that was probably one of my other kind of annoyances with the room. It was just the placement of the, you know, the switches and things like that just seemed kind of random. Otherwise, honestly, hotel-wise, it really wasn't too bad. Location, as I mentioned, you are in a great location. You're in Fallsview. You know, as I said, there on the other side of me right now, there is an empty parking lot, so there's definitely, you know, opportunity for them to do something out there. Another surprising thing I did want to touch on is that next door, if you're familiar with the area, there used to be a Best Western that used to come between, you know, this hotel and like the Hilton that's on the other side over there. There used to be a Best Western there. Before the pandemic started, they tore one of the towers down and they were using the second tower as part of this hotel. They called it like Tower 2 or Tower B or something like that. So if you've driven by, you probably did notice that. I was surprised to see, and I know this has apparently been going on after doing a bit of reading for a few years now, but apparently the hotel next door is now being used for asylum seekers. These are asylum seekers from Haiti and Colombia, and so obviously it's no longer a hotel. This is just being used for them. I did find that to be a little odd, just given the neighborhood. I mean, it's prime real estate. You're right at Fallsview. You're right, you know, by the casino. You're right by the sort of like the busy area right by the falls. It seemed like a strange place to use, and you know, even going forward, like, is that going to be always what it's used for, or is it going to be, you know, changed at some point? And if so, where are these asylum seekers going to go? So that I found to be a bit odd. I did also notice when we were sort of coming and going between the casino and the hotel, there were a lot of people from the I don't know what you want to call it, where the asylum seekers are staying, just sort of hanging around outside. So there's definitely a lot of people out there just sort of hanging around. I mean, they didn't cause any problems or the whole, nothing like that. They, you know, we didn't feel uncomfortable walking by anybody or anything like that. Just something worth noting, that there are definitely a lot of people just kind of hanging around. So, you know, take that information, you know, what you will. But yeah, all in all, hotel-wise, I really can't complain too much. It was pretty clean. Cody thinks it was almost too clean. Like, there was definitely a sort of like an old lady moisturizer smell in the hallway, but it wasn't offensive. The room itself, like the shower, the bathroom was all pretty clean. Usually you go into a bathroom and the shower is usually the biggest tell of, you know, how clean the room's gonna be. And I have to say it was pretty clean. I mean, there might have been like one or two hairs if you were really kind of looking for them, but nothing offensive. You know, the furniture, again, was, you know, maybe a little on the dated side, but again, nothing offensive. A couple little marks here and there on the wall, but wear and tear. I mean, this hotel, I don't remember exactly when it was built. I'd say it's gotta be approximately, what, 10, 20 years old or so, maybe even more, I'm not sure. But, I don't know, still pretty good shape all in all. Now, as for the price, as I mentioned, I wanted to book here because I'm trying to get some Wyndham points, so I can get, you know, converted to my Caesars points. So I'm trying to get some Wyndham points, so that's why we chose to stay here. Also, the location is great, but the price, I was a bit surprised. We are here on a Thursday night. That said, it's a Thursday, well, now Friday, going into a long weekend here in Canada. And obviously we are right at the border, so, you know, you've got people from the States as well coming over. That's it for a Thursday night. After taxes and everything, the room was still just over $200, which I found to be a bit steep on a Thursday. I could see that maybe on a Friday or Saturday, but I mean, we are in sort of the summertime mode, and that does tend to be when the prices do go up, unfortunately, here. But I was definitely a little surprised at that rate. But then when you're looking around, there wasn't too much better really option-wise, and you know, this is a place that I hadn't stayed at before, so I did really want to check it out and do like my review and everything, just as it being, you know, a place that's kind of new to me and, you know, maybe even new to you guys. Now, is the spot right for you? I would say this is definitely I would say a mixed use. I mean, the hotel is, I would say, if it's not fully booked, it's pretty near close to it. It's very busy. There's a lot of families here, and I can see why, because there is a little arcade area. You got the pool in there, which, you know, obviously if the kiddies are, you know, have any say in where you're staying, there's got to be a pool. So you do have the pool. You've got a fitness center as well, so if you want to, you know, get a workout in, you can. Even business travelers, they do have like a little business area if you want to print out some documents or things like that. So this is sort of like an all-rounded, all-use kind of hotel. If you're looking for the Fallsview property, like for example, if you want to go to the casino and you don't want to spend a premium to stay at the casino or like the Hilton, for example, this is probably not too bad of an option. Again, you're going to be walking maybe about 5 or so minutes, but not that bad. The OLG stage, again, is just another like 5-minute walk away, basically. So if you're watching a show there, again, another good option for you, or even a show at the Avalon, which is obviously in the casino. So another good option for you. Restaurant-wise, in the actual hotel itself, there is an IHOP. So if you want to get like breakfast or something like that, that is an option for you. One thing I actually found to be pretty great is when we checked in, they gave us this little coupon booklet here. Now, there's, you know, from everything from IHOP to the keg, but there's also these Niagara Falls fun zone attractions, which, I mean, I'm in my 30s, but I still really enjoy going to those, like the laser tag and you know, the haunted caves and things like that. Those are a lot of fun, and the fact that they gave those to you for, you know, they included it, really great. The other thing I found to be pretty impressive too is normally when you get these coupons, they sort of expire, you know, the end of your stay kind of thing. They usually stamp them to say, you know, when they expire. They have actually made them expire the end of November. So pretty impressed with that, because you know, we are here on a bit of a time constraint, so I definitely won't have time to go through all or even probably any of these at this point, but it's good to know that when we do come back to the falls, we can maybe take advantage of some of these coupons. Now, parking is going to be an extra, I think, $20, they said. So if you are looking to maybe pay a little bit less, I think this place across the street, I think they were trying to do it for like $10 or so. But if you have a casino card, you can definitely stay and park at the casino. It's about a 5-minute walk, as I mentioned, so not too bad really. So it's something to consider if you want to try and save a few bucks. Otherwise, that's probably going to do it for this review. You know, we were actually really happy to be back in the falls. It's been a while. I think the last time we were here was probably in like March or something like that. So it's been a minute. So it's nice to be back. It's good to finally see the OLG stage. I had a really good time there. That theater was actually really impressive. If you've been to Vegas, it kind of reminded me a little bit of the one in Resorts World, or maybe even the one in like Caesar's Palace, for example, the Coliseum. Yeah, I was really impressed. It was the sound was great. The whole theater was really good. The one maybe complaint about it would be just like the exiting can be a bit of a pain, because there's only a couple elevators for people who do require them. And yeah, it is basically just like herding cattle at that point when everyone's just trying to leave at the same time. So that was probably one thing I feel like they maybe made a bit of a boo-boo on, but otherwise the theater was beautiful. We had a great time, loved the show, it was so much fun. I definitely had more of a plan to show you guys a couple more things. Like for example, I'm never here on a Thursday. If I'm here, it's usually like, you know, for the weekend, Friday, Saturday, etc. But every Thursday in the summer, Fallsview Casino actually puts on this backyard barbecue. So they got food trucks set up and everything. I had every intention of checking that out. I have a fellow friend of the channel, YouTuber here called Hidden Jackpots. Check out his channel, I will link it below. We were actually gonna try and do a video here together, you know, doing some tasting of the food trucks and everything, but there was just so many accidents on the way here. Like literally as we were driving here, a truck tire blew up beside us. Like I thought it hit our car. It was such an impact from the air kind of escaping the tire. It was pretty scary actually. But yeah, we ended up getting here much later than we planned to. It was a big rush. That's why even food wise, we just did a quick, went to the deli really quickly after the show just to grab a quick bite, just to have something. Yeah, it was just a bit of a run around, so I do apologize for not being able to show you sort of the things that I planned on, but yeah, hopefully we'll be able to come back on another Thursday to check it out. Otherwise, I know that Hidden Jackpots did do a video on that already, so check that out if you do want to learn more about the backyard barbecue. Otherwise, that is going to probably do it for this video. If you have any questions about the hotel, about Niagara Falls, about or any thoughts of where I should stay next when I visit the falls, please leave them below. It really does help me and other travelers out as well. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and leave your feedback below. Once again, it's been Daniel with SpotWright. We got to get the hell out of here, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.